Welcome to the Unfiltered 20s.
Welcome back to the Unfiltered 20s.
I guess I don't even have to intro with these two on.
Hello.
This is episode 5, and today we actually have a special guest.
Hello.
Sam.
Sassy
Sam.
Why'd you even have to mention that?
It was coming. I was holding that in the whole time because I knew
my name is
don't
Sam.
call me that.
Not Sassy Sam. That's a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. That was a long time ago. A long time ago.
How long ago was that?
When did we meet? What age were you? Because I always forget because you came to Toxic after me.
Roller derby first. That's where the name started from.
But
roller derby.
when did you come to cheerleading?
Oh, like 2015.
What year are we now? 2025? 10 years.
10 years.
And when Sam first came to Toxic, he was such a puff. He would wear his hair in a little bow, like Jojo with the bow.
Yeah. Everyone, Rachel thought I was a girl.
Like physically, everyone kind of looked in and kind of asked
everyone
questions.
Thought I was a girl because I came wearing like these little. I came wearing crop tops.
Yeah.
And these little fucking
skirts
booty shorts.
Or skirts.
No, not skirts.
You wore skirts at comp.
I did wear the female uniform. But I wore like the booty shorts, and I wore like those little crop tops with like a singlet over the top where you could see it. And my hair, I used to wear my hair in like a ponytail.
Literally.
And it was up here, and I always had a fucking bow in.
Yeah.
Always had a bow. Every time we were at competition, Mum.
Or trainings. You would wear them to trainings.
No, but like we would go to competitions.
Yeah.
Mum, can you please buy me a new bow?
Yeah.
And she would.
Yeah.
My mum fucking loved it.
Yeah, she did. She was up it.
Can I ask why you would do that though? Like,
because I didn't know who I was yet.
I
didn't know if I wanted to be a female or a male. I didn't even know if I was a male or a female.
Enough. Yeah.
But I figured that out.
What did you turn into? A female?
A gay cunt. That's what I turned out to be.
I was going to say it, but I thought I'd leave that to you.
I turned out to be a gay cunt. For sure.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
But I remember our first interaction actually being, because we were on the same hip-hop team. So at first, I think I coached you in your first year in cheerleading.
No, you didn't coach me my first year of
Not
cheer.
your first year, second or third. Somewhere down the track I started
Diamonds.
coaching.
Do you remember that team? No,
Because I started coaching when I was 13.
It was generals.
I coached... No, I was Diamonds.
You were
No,
on
I coached Diamonds as well. When you were still on Diamonds.
2017, you were on Diamonds. 2018, you taught Diamonds. Mm-hmm.
And that's where you guys met?
Yeah.
No.
But we met
like
doing hip
2015.
hop together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I remember Sam would get like all the centre spots and all of us girls used to talk shit. Like we would literally be like, fuck this little fag.
Yeah,
Like
no,
genuinely. Him with his bobo in the middle, we were like,
You know what? I reckon people are going to watch this and be like, fuck me, Lateah's a bully. Because she was. She was like...
No, I was not. I actually promise you, I was nice when I was a kid. I was not at the centre of that shit talking. I promise. I actually never said a word. I was just a part of the conversation. And that's why I got in trouble as well. But so Rachel sat us all down and told us that we were being bitches.
Rachel went crazy at them.
Really?
Yeah,
Rachel?
not crazy. She
But
just
she
like
was
told us to be
pissed.
better.
At all the girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she was
and then we had someone's birthday because I remember being at Ella's
was Ella,
birthday,
yeah.
and we were by the pool, and I said I was sorry.
remember.
I came and said I was
Yeah.
sorry to your face, even though I didn't start it. I did
She
say
did,
I was sorry.
She did apologise.
and so
then
that's
I feel
when we
like
started to be friends.
It was very shortly. This was like 2016.
Yeah.
And it was very shortly after that we became good friends.
Yeah.
But the thing is that my mum and Lateah's mum became really good friends before we became friends.
Yeah.
So we would have to like hang out with each other when we didn't actually like each other. So it'd be at comps.
Yeah.
And like
our mums would be sitting together in the corner, and you'd go to see your mum, and you were like,
hey.
"Hi, Sam."
Yeah, like you'd have to say hi, and like they're having deep chats with each other.
They're going deep on
my
shit.
mum's cutting fucking Boston his steak up.
Yeah.
Like Boston steak up for him, like literally feeding it to him. Like they're all one happy family, and then we're just sitting there like, hey, we don't want to talk to each other.
But your mums met through you guys, right?
Yes,
They just got
through
along. They just got a long way better.
They did for sure.
Off the bat.
That's why they're
Yeah.
such good friends
Yeah,
now.
they're great friends now.
Yeah.
It's really sweet to have them.
Oh, they're so funny when they act with each other. eh?
So
Yeah,
funny.
but fast forward a few years and we've got some memes in the bank, in the tank.
Big memes.
Big
Yeah.
memories, eh?
Big memories.
Safe to
Yeah.
say that you guys grew closer and closer together.
Very close.
Very much so.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. What's your first good memory together then?
We were on the trampoline at my dad's house.
Oh my god.
And we were like, I think we were close before 2019. Maybe it was the start of 2019 because I remember I was 15.
Yeah.
I know in my head that I was 15 at this point. And we were out on the trampoline. We just had like a day together. We'd been swimming in our pool. Like we were just hanging out.
It's funny.
He's still in his very much like bows and hair to training, like still very, very gay.
Very gay.
And so
Extremely gay.
we were on the trampoline outside and Sam confessed his love to me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to feel about it. Like I was like, I would tell my friends that I loved them, but I don't think I knew how to read this situation
And I
yet.
think
Like
it was
in my
because-
head, I was kind of like,
I think it was because I was a boy.
Yeah.
And even though everyone fucking knew I was gay, I think it was because
I
I
don't
was
think I
saying
knew
that.
what that whole thing meant
Exactly.
yet. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know the
Because I
whole
remember on the
gay
trampoline, because there was a lot of people there.
at the start.
At the
And
start,
then they
and
had
then
all gone
next-
home and it was just me and
And
you.
it was just Lateah and I on the trampoline for ages fucking around. I remember Faith was there as well.
Yeah, and Ella.
Yes, we're on the trampoline for ages, just like fucking around the trampoline, like bouncing around. And then and I was like, oh, Lateah, I just love you so much.
And my face
And
was
I
like,
remember Lateah just looked at me. And it was like, okay. And then it got real awkward after that. I got like real awkward.
Did you say it back?
no.
No, we literally just like
terrified.
sat down on the trampoline and just said nothing until Mum
It
came
just
and
went
picked me up.
silent.
It
yeah,
was,
and
it
he
was
literally, he just got
awkward.
off the trampoline and I was like,
How did you recover from
And
that?
then I went home and I sent her a message on Snapchat straight away.
I don't mean
was
it
like,
like
I
that.
didn't mean it like that. Like I meant it like this, and like I would never mean it like that. And then she was like, "You're a good G."
I was like, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, like I think then you were like, okay, I kind of understand
Yeah,
that
after
now.
that I was like, I get it.
I
get it.
kind of get what that meant now.
Yeah.
Would you say Sam was like your first like gay best friend and like you exploring that whole world of
Oh,
having friends in that?
100%. But
Yeah.
he was also different to any other gays I'd met. I guess because all the gays that were in my life before then, I'd obviously only known them as adults once they were very sure of
Yeah,
themselves. Like
like
our
Josh.
company owner,
Yeah.
was gay. And so like his boyfriend, like they were in my life at that time, but I only knew them as adults. And so
adults,
that gay relationship to me was a different relationship. Whereas that was the first time that I'd known like a kid to be
Yeah.
gay, you know,
And, like, the
my
exact
age,
same
and like
age as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So it was weird. It was just not even weird to me. I don't know. I don't remember being weird about it at any point until you said that one line, and then I was like, "The fuck
Like
do I
what?
do here?"
Like different.
Okay, and then moving fast forward a few years, we're both now adults. We were like 18, I reckon pretty fresh 18.
Yeah.
And we'd gone out with like the cheer people. Like we'd gone out with a group of us and we were heading into the Pineapple Festival. This was a wild night. This was a
that festival.
wild
I
night. It
know
was at
what you're
like
talking
Burswood
about.
Park or
It
something, like
was-
on the water. Good festy.
I think this was one of my first festivals.
Yeah, I think it was my first festival.
Yeah, I think it was our first festival, Pineapple.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was when we were with everyone.
Yeah, we went out with a group.
We were fucked.
Yeah, we were.
Like,
we were a bit.
We were minging.
And
proper
then
minging.
we'd ran into like some people at this festival and one girl had a teddy and I became obsessed
She
with this
literally
teddy.
would not put it down. Like
So I stole it.
every
I stole
single
it.
time someone would take the teddy, she
I
would
would cry.
start screaming at people. She'd be like, "Give me back! Give me it back! Give me back now!"
I was screaming, like
Yeah.
I was fucking in love with that teddy. I was so obsessed with it. So I'd put it in my tits all day and I was walking around with it in my tits. Like I remember getting it when it was
Mm.
daylight and I literally had it in my tits all day, all night.
Yeah.
And then we'd gone back for kick-ons to one of the people's houses or apartments, wherever we were. And the dog ate Penelope. It ate its
dog
eyes
ate-
out.
yes.
I
Not
cried.
Penelope.
Lateah
I actually
was so
cried.
sad. Lateah was so
I
sad about
literally
it. She was
shed tears.
upset.
I was
Because keep in mind, we were fucked up.
Yeah.
And so, because she was so attached to fucking Penelope.
fucking love that bitch.
Yeah, it
And
got
then
her
for the
good.
dog to eat Penelope up.
Like every
was
single
upset.
video of that night is just me holding the teddy and everyone's like, Lateah, what the fuck? And I'm like, Penelope! Like,
And then
this is
after that,
Penelope.
we ended up going out again.
Oh my god.
We
Yeah.
kept it going, remember?
Yeah, we did,
That
we
was a
did.
big night, but we were fresh 18. Like we were.
Yeah,
this
backing
was
it
our
up.
prime time.
Sounds like a
Definitely.
very big bonding moment for both of you.
We don't do
Some
this
shared
anymore.
trauma.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
my goodness.
For sure. I remember that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to say your story of the lookout?
Okay. So, another good memory.
Another one.
Another one. This is a
memory,
good one.
Just another wild night.
This is a wild night. Like, I was
Oh, God.
fucked at this. So, we went to the lookout.
I was Dezo. Surprise, surprise.
Lateah was
That's
Dezo
unlike
driver,
me.
by the way.
I know.
So, we went to the lookout, and I forgot I had a cold sore on my lip. And I brought a whole bottle of Prosecco.
That we were supposed to share.
That we were meant to share like around the table, but without even thinking about it, I had like a big gulp of it, and everyone started yelling at me. Everyone was like, "Sam, you've got a fucking cold sore. You can't drink it like that." I was like, "Fuck." So then I was like, "Fuck it." So I grabbed that whole bottle, sculled the entire bottle in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Got another one, did the exact same thing, knowing what I was doing this time. I was fucked. I'm pretty sure I actually got kicked out, but I think that's why we left.
Yeah, you did get kicked
Yeah,
out.
I think 'cause
and
I
so
got
we just
kicked
ended
out.
up leaving.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'd been
'cause-
kicked out twice before then, and so I told him to go around, and we did get back in once,
Yeah.
but then you got caught,
But
and we got
then they
kicked out
like found
properly.
me and they like
Yeah.
grabbed me and they were like, "You can't be in here." And I was
Yeah,
like,
because
"Fuck."
they walk you down like the back
Yeah.
alley thing, and they let you
Yeah.
out of a door, but you just walk around because you still have the stamp on your wrist.
Exactly.
So you walk around to the side door, not the main entry door,
Yeah.
and you walk through there, and they literally just show your stamp, and you keep walking.
And it's like the same
But one
like
of the
security guards.
sees you, you're done.
If they're not there, you can get back in.
Yeah.
Because they're okay, but like
So
that.
both
Yeah.
of you have
But-
been kicked out of the lookout.
I think
before.
I've been kicked out like
Have-
3 times.
I've been
Once was
I've been
not
kicked out.
fair. The one time I was watching our cheerleading awards and I was just like leant over trying to listen to it. So I was like bent over like in my lap trying to listen to it. And he thought that I was obviously like being unwell or like not good. So I was like hunched over and he literally just came and tapped me and was like, "You need to leave." And I was like, "I've literally had 2 drinks. Like I left the comp 50 minutes ago." I was like, "I'm fine. I'm
When
so
was
sorry.
this?
I'm watching a video." It was after, I just remember it was Weapons versus Blackout because I remember like we were sitting with the Blackout girls. It was a Sunday sesh, I feel like. I don't know if you were there this
I
time,
was
but
there. I know I was there because I remember
yeah,
it being
actually,
a
you
big
were there.
fiasco.
Yeah,
like
well,
you were angry.
anyway, I was angry
She
because I
was
wasn't even
pissed. She was
drunk.
fuming, like,
I
she was
wasn't even
yelling at
fucking-
people.
No, I wasn't yelling at people.
Yes,
I wasn't
she
even
was.
yelling at him, but
You
I was just
were.
like, dude,
You were
like
angry.
I'm not even drunk. I was like, come on, if you're gonna kick me out, at least let me fucking get wild first.
Well,
Yeah.
because I remember there was another time. I swear it was your birthday. It was like another birthday. Okay, real quick. Every single birthday Lateah has is
Out of hand.
fucked.
Unhinged.
Like every single birthday this cunt has is so fucked up because everyone gets fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows that if it's Lateah's birthday,
It's like
we're
a
getting
festival
fucked
of
up.
its own.
It's like a festival. We go everywhere.
Yeah, I only got introduced.
And we do, yeah.
I only got introduced to that reputation like for the
Oh,
last 2 years, but it
You
is a
missed a
reputation.
couple of wild ones,
Yeah.
but yeah, they do still kick. They still kick.
But going back to the lookout,
Oh, that time.
yes.
So we get out of there after Sam's been kicked out and we're walking to my car. Well, I say walking because me and our other friend are walking and Sam is fucking every time he sees a tree bolting into the tree just to hit the branches and fucking
Yeah, like I was
flat on
hitting the
his back.
branches with my hand,
But
and
his
then
head would
there
get
was this
caught.
one branch that was like in line with my head. I didn't see it, so I've jumped up to knock it, but before my hand could touch the fucking tree, it's a big fucking branch as well. Clocks me right in the face. I go tits up onto my back. I was fucked, and
Proper inversion.
Lateah was Dezo, so she was
I
driving.
like picked him up off the
Like
floor.
they
I was
had
like, get
to
in the
pick me
fucking
up,
car.
and then I was fucked. I had this huge gash on my head, like blood. I was fucked. And then we ended up going through McDonald's, right? We got ice cream. I don't know why the fuck we got ice cream. And then
You
she had
wanted
to,
it.
obviously. And then we've had to pull over on the side of the freeway because I've had to spew, right? I've flopped
You
out of
didn't
that
even
car.
be sick in
I
the end.
wasn't even sick, but
I
then
was so
but
mad.
then what I started doing was I started kissing Lateah's windows of her car with ice cream.
Ew.
So at the end of the night, there was just ice cream kisses
On my windows.
That's disgusting.
all
Dripping
over
down
her
my
car.
windows.
Make
I
him-
know, it's so
make him
fucking
clean it
rude.
up.
Oh fuck no!
I don't think I even did because I
Fuck
think
no,
I
I
took
didn't
Arlo in
clean
there
that.
the next day and he just licked it all
Arlo
up.
did the job. He cleaned
Yeah.
It
it
was
up.
inside and outside.
That is
And you were
disgusting.
yelling at me the whole time. You were like,
Yeah,
"Sam."
because that's cunty.
Yeah, oh,
that's
it
a
was.
cunty move.
I was fucked.
That's not even me being like harsh. That's you being
That's
a
a
cunt.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But I had no idea. See, I had no idea what I was doing. I woke up the next morning, didn't know where I was,
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on. I was like, how the fuck did that night end up like that? And then I was like, I had 2 fucking bottles of Prosecco. No fucking wonder why I was so mortal.
Yeah.
I was fucked.
Anywho.
1000%. That would do that to you.
You fast forward again, and later down the track, for probably the past 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
Every single weekend, plus some days, Sam has lived on this couch. This couch
sure
right
have.
here.
I
He
sure
sleeps.
have.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
And now keep in mind, I wasn't homeless.
Yeah. He wasn't homeless.
he had a bed. He had a home.
I did have a home. I just didn't want to be at that home. I would prefer to be here.
So
And now
you'd sleep on
everyone
this
in this
couch.
house says that this couch is so uncomfortable, yet I think it's the most comfy shit in the fucking world.
No, that's
It's
so
so good.
bad.
I think your body just got used to it. Eh?
Yeah, I think you had to
Wow.
adapt.
Other choice.
It was like this in aircon or your bed and no aircon. So it
But
was
I honestly think it was because of our late night antics.
Yeah.
I would just fall asleep straight away, which we'll
Yeah.
get to soon.
yeah.
I would just, but yeah, I did, hey. And now fast forward to today, I live here.
Yeah. You have your own
I've got
room.
my own bedroom in this house. Woo! Ended up moving in with these
spend
fuckers.
every day with this boy.
Stupid
These fucking
floor.
cunts.
No, it's
Pretty
been
much.
really, it has been good having you here. I think it's
Thanks.
been good on your mental and everything. It's really nice. to
I
have.
think I had to keep to myself quite a bit.
You
And
do.
that's when I get bored and I come home from work.
Every single night when you come in from work, you are not keeping to yourself. You barge through that door. Hey guys,
Yeah.
come and sit on the edge
Pretty
of our
much.
bed.
Hey,
So how was
okay.
your day? My eyes are literally closed.
We are sleeping. We
So
are
I
about
literally
finished.
closed.
So these motherfuckers finish work at what time do you guys finish work now?
I leave work at 3:30 and I get home by like 4 most days. That's what I try to stick to.
Where so I'm at uni now, so I've got uni from like 8:30 in the morning, and then I don't get back here until like 10 p.m. most nights because of work as well. So I haven't seen these cunts all day. So like my first instinct is to say hey.
Say hello.
So and I know I can see that their bedroom door is closed, and I'm like they're probably about to go to sleep. I don't give a fuck. I'm like I wanna say hey, so I knock on that door. And then as soon as I hear like a yes, I'm like, that's my go. So I open the door, I'm like, what's up, guys?
What's up, brothers?
It's the fact that you talk in that tone as well. Like
Yeah.
you don't come in and you're not like, hey
Hey, how you
guys, how
doing?
are we?
Oh, I
like
start
let's chat
yelling.
about the day. You're like, hey, how are we?
I want to know all about their day. I'm about to tell them all about the
You
drama
actually
of my
just
day.
want to.
I want to say what? Hey? I want to say what?
You just want to tell us about your day. I think sometimes you come in and you just ask, and then as soon as it comes to something that you can tie yourself into, you're like, so this morning, my day.
Yes,
He
and I
comes in the
start
other
talking about
day.
all the drama.
He comes in the other day though, and he's bought his human bio notes, like home from uni, and he's like, okay, quiz time, and like his quiz, we both studied human
like-
bio
yeah.
at ATAR, like year 12, so we have the underlying, like we understand what he's saying, but also I don't need that shit in my brain no more,
But,
so
like,
like I don't give a fuck. But then he says, how did you say the word?
What word?
Skeletal.
Skeletal system. Skeletal
Oh, I
system.
now know it's skeletal system. See, okay, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, right? So,
It's
like,
not.
at
It's
all.
the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, it's not. It's
Yes,
the
it-
sharpest.
That's what we just
But
said.
you said
Wait, you said
brightest.
brightest. Okay.
Oh,
It's not. Oh.
That's so good.
point proven.
Point
Okay.
proven.
Anyways,
Anyway.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so I want to ask, and I want to.
test.
I actually like need an answer, pretty much. The reason why I'm asking is because I actually needed to tell me like what the answer is. So I'm like, okay, I understand it now. But like afterwards, I actually don't really understand it either.
Yeah.
I still am very confused
No.
because I'm always confused. You know.
It's a confused
It's
day
been,
at all
good to
times.
see that you're studying for that first week though. We'll see how long that stays.
Oi, I think it's gonna stay pretty fucking good. I'm actually really into it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I reckon for this
Semester.
transition course,
Oh.
that you're doing, I reckon that stuff's all pretty easy to like stay in tune with. I was pretty good in my first year of uni, and then it got to the second year, and I was just like, I feel like I know everything I need to know, and I don't really give a fuck anymore. And that's when I was like,
No.
I'm not going to do my
But
readings.
the thing
I'm
is
not
that
going to pay
I
much
need
attention.
So for anyone watching this that isn't the sharpest tool in the shed like me, I got it right. I fucking got it right. I need that time to actually write shit down and study, or
Yeah.
else I just won't fucking understand it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like everyone, there are a lot of people
Everyone's
like
different.
that.
Yeah.
Everyone is different in how they learn. So if
Like
that works,
I could not be one of those people who just goes in and wings it.
Yeah.
Like hasn't watched any of the lectures
Me.
or done any of the tutorials and just go in randomly
So
and be
much
like,
like-
hey, what's up? You guys have been doing all this work with each other. Oh, cool. My name's Sam. Here I am.
Let me pop
Nice to
in.
meet you guys.
Yeah.
Could not do that. Could not do that.
I feel like that was us like through
I'd
and
get
through.
so
Yeah.
behind. I would get so behind.
We were like
No.
such fuck around, figure it out.
Couldn't do
You
it.
know.
All of my assessments were last minute as well. Like I literally
Oh my
could
God.
not sit down and focus on an assessment until it was 6 hours before the due date, and I was like, right, 2,000 words out my ass, let's fucking
Time to
go.
lock
And she
Yeah.
was. You were always stressed.
Oh yeah,
You
I
were
could not get fake
always
lashes when I had
stressed.
assessments coming
No.
up because there was
You'd
2
cry.
times when I got no, not even the tears. There was 2 times when I got falsies done, or my falsies were half grown out, and I'd have an assessment due, and I'd legit pick them, and then I'd look next to me as I submitted my assessment, and there's just a
big pile
pile
of
of my
eyelashes.
eyelashes, and I was like, this is not healthy.
That
like
is
this is
not
not
healthy.
okay. Yeah,
That is
no.
so much anxiety for one little test, eh?
It's okay though
Picking out
because
your
we're about to get
eyelashes.
diagnosed with ADHD, and then my life's gonna change.
Yeah, we'll
it's gonna
see.
change.
And how much is that costing again?
I think 2.2 is like what you end up out
How
of pocket,
fucked
but
is
with
that?
Medibank I think it's like 3.5 or some shit.
That's
so
still
like
fucked up.
without
That's so
without
fucked.
Medibank
It's
it's
3.5.
Medicare. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah.
Without
Without
Medicare
It's
insurance.
Medicare.
it's like 3.5 or some shit, and that's just for the 3 initial assessments. So then when you have to go back after to like obviously reevaluate what dosage and stuff you're on, I'd think that's even more money, which I don't
So
want to think
fucked
about
up.
yet. We're just thinking about the initial 3 until I get
And then we
those
figure it
So
out
fucked
after
up.
that.
little bit of that med.
Yeah.
But I remember when I would get dropped off. So I'd get dropped off at ECU by my
Oh,
mum.
because we
when
drove down to
were-
cheerleading
when we would
together
go to
because I
cheer
would drive
together.
him.
And this was like her first year of uni at ECU. And I would get in the car and would go drive down. You would just bitch the entire
Yeah.
time about uni. You were not having a good time in that first year. There was drama going on, eh?
Not so much, yeah, I think I would just bitch because like I was like, oh, there's so many better ways that I could spend my time right now. Like I could be earning money, I could be blah, blah, blah. And so like coming fresh out of high school and watching people go do FIFO and stuff, it's always hard to wrap your head around that you're spending 20 hours a week on campus plus all the excess hours doing assessments and shit. And you're just like, they're making bank and I know that I could be too, but here I fucking
See,
am.
that's the scam of university, hey?
Oh, mate, we've got
It's all-
hex decks up to our necks now.
Like,
Like,
it's fucked. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
And like the thing with prac,
oh my God, you know they're getting paid now?
They get
I
paid.
know.
After I
they're getting-
graduated, they get like $350.
That means I'll be getting paid when I go on prac.
No, it's only teachers,
for
doctors.
teachers.
Is it only teachers?
Teachers, nurses, and doctors?
What about physios?
No,
Don't think it's
I don't
for
think it is.
OTs or physios yet.
Yeah, no.
Hopefully it will.
What if I
I'm
do-
not sure if you guys already had a payment thing in plan though, because I'm not sure if they do like a. I don't know. I'm not going to talk on
For
shit I'm
anyone
not
who was an
aware of.
OT or a physio, you can
Yeah.
let us know.
But
Let
teachers
me
are now
know
getting like
because-
$350 a week to be
To
on
do
prac.
Fuck, that's all
I did 9 weeks of unpaid
that
right
is fucked
before
up.
Europe as well. Like I was a broke ass bitch.
You were so
I was a
broke
broke-ass
when you were
bitch.
at uni.
Oh my
Trying to
God.
fucking look after
I
Cammy
would
the
work
Commodore.
3 jobs. Like I was literally working Muzbuzz, working
Yeah.
daycare, working as a cheerleading coach. I did not stop. I would leave the house at 6 a.m. and not get home until 11 p.m.
Yeah, because this is when we were at Port Kennedy. So,
Yeah,
which is
training in PK.
like over an hour from where we are
live.
now. And we wouldn't finish training until what, like 9:30,
9:30.
like 10 almost
Yeah.
some nights. When you guys would be kept back.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to drive back. We'd always stop by Macca's.
Yeah.
And we always had like Aoife in the car and
Yeah,
shit. We'd
Aoife
have to
was
like drop
always in
them off
there
at
too.
places.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't end up, and then like you'd have to drop me home.
Yeah, sometimes.
Or mum
yeah.
would just pick me up from here, and it would be after 11.
In the first couple of years, I used to drop you guys to wherever you needed to be, but then in the end, I was like, nah. I was like, I cannot drive any further than past my fucking house.
But keep in mind, we were only 17, 18.
Yeah, I was
At
like
this
red
time.
P plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing so much, well, from what it sounded like, you're doing
Like,
so,
so young as
much
well.
at that age.
It was
just to make
crazy.
it happen, you know?
Doing this now at 22 is fucked.
How are you finding it? Like, was it a big step?
It's a big step because I think when you first start uni, I didn't realise I was going to find it that I couldn't work. as much.
Yeah, it actually
Where-
genuinely takes it out of you. Like, you think it's just those hours that you were resting in the morning, but like once you've done that with your morning, your cognitive overload
it's
is
fucked.
next level.
And then
you
and
have
then
less
you have
patience, you
and
have
then
less
you have all
time.
of this stuff to start studying.
Yeah.
About, like, you have to go over those notes.
Yeah.
So in all of those like spare times that I have now,
It's
I
filled.
have to study.
Yeah.
So I've had to take back those hours with work just to do that. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not 17 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 22. Like, I still need money.
Yeah.
So I'm still, having to work and, get money, but now study full time as well.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to do this for the next fucking 7 years of my life, can't I? I'll say
Scary.
that now. I will say that now.
Have you looked into the Centrelink side of stuff yet or not?
Not really.
Yeah, probably
You
should.
definitely need to jump on that, because I'm telling you right now that living out of
Mm.
home and stuff, your study should be actually a decent payment.
Yeah, you should get a decent amount. That's what it's good
Because I
about.
feel like I work too much, though, to do that.
Nah, and even if you do, like I was saying to you, you would rather drop those 2 hours a week and get your full off study payment, because you'd end up with more fucking money than working the extra 2 hours anyway.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even if you do earn a little bit too much to get your full payment, I would get, like, some weeks I'd literally get $7 or something if I worked too much, but it still meant that my payment would come again the next fortnight type of thing. Like, you just have to stay in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something you should look into, considering you are doing so much.
What are you doing?
I need a brain break.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I'm like fucking...
Hold up.
It's just
I've never liked school. I've always fucking hated school. School was never my thing when I was younger, because I got bullied so much that I actually left school because of the bullying, and I never liked it, and I never had the intention of ever going back because of that experience.
Yeah.
Where I feel like now, becoming an adult, and at 23 this year and shit, and being like, all right, let's go to fucking uni, let's get
Yeah.
that fucking degree. It's so different. I love it. I love university. I cannot wait to stick this out.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
See the end of it.
And get that, and like,
Get that
see,
paper.
and especially watching you guys graduate now, and seeing these guys graduated, by the way. Crazy. Here I am, fucking sitting here, just talking about me
starting.
just starting university, and these cunts have just finished.
Wrapped up.
I'm like, get fucked. But seeing that, and
Well,
like,
that
you guys,
makes a lot of sense though, because there's actually something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and it's to do with like children in education. Like, it's something that I learned in my degree, and it's basically like you need your base needs met, like, you know, to be fed, to be sheltered, to be blah blah blah, and then it goes up in levels. There's 5 levels, I believe, before being ready to learn. And so if your
Exactly.
needs aren't being met on those lower standards,
Yeah.
you will never be ready to learn.
Exactly.
And so back in that time when you were so
I was not
uncertain,
ready.
you were
I just didn't want
unsure,
it.
you were being bullied,
No.
it makes complete sense that, like, of course you're not going to enjoy fucking education. Whether you could have applied yourself and been the best in the class or not, it would have never ever happened
No.
because
I was getting bullied so much.
those things weren't met.
And, like,
it's
that
literally
was-
impossible for your brain to switch over from flight or flight. You
And
know?
that was my only experience at school,
Yeah.
at high school.
Yeah.
Was bullying. So that's all I thought about.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
bullying.
It
Where
consumes you.
University is
Yeah.
completely different.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I like the studying part, like there's so much content, there's so much to it, because that's university, but it's on your own accord. If you
You're
don't
with
want to speak,
adults,
if you don't
you
want to
know?
speak to anyone in those classes, don't speak to anyone unless when you're doing those group tasks. But then after that, you don't have to be friends with those people. I mean, I'm a very friendly person and I make friends very quickly now. So I feel like I am going to make friends at uni very fast. But if I don't want to, I don't have to. I don't think that's me being a cunt about it. I think that's just me knowing what I want now.
And it's
like,
also, just
being-
seeing the whole big picture.
and being older now. So I can't wait for this next journey of my life.
Yeah.
You feel like you're just way more comfortable and ready in comparison
Way
to
more
when you're in
comfortable.
high school.
Exactly. And it's I think I want to learn as well.
Yeah.
That's-
I
Yeah.
cannot wait to learn.
That's
like
so
even
important.
all like my subjects now, learning about all of it, seeing all the different shit that I've
It's
never.
intriguing.
It's very, especially human bio. So
I
intriguing.
loved human bio.
So intriguing because
Yeah.
I like already with Chia knowing a fair bit about the human body with like how to take things and all of that stuff. When you go into human bio and like you're looking at all
You're
of
filling
that,
in the blanks that you don't know
exactly,
yet. It's a lot of
very
fun.
interesting to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, it's so amazing to learn about things that you're passionate about.
Exactly.
100%, especially coming from a coaching background.
Exactly.
And then like you said, filling in all those blanks with science and
Yeah.
learning and everything
Knowledge.
to do it and knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to anyone watching this podcast, a year ago, who's lost in life and has no idea what the fuck they want to do. A year ago,
You
I
wouldn't
had
recognise
no
yourself.
idea what I wanted to do.
No.
I was like sleeping on this couch. I was coaching, and that was literally it.
Yeah.
That was the
You
only
know?
direction you had. That's the only thing that you were like,
you know,
yeah,
I was
this
doing
is what I
stuff
want
with
to
my
do.
life, and I was busy.
Lived
but
in a different
that's all I
house,
did.
wasn't very happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where now I know exactly what I want to do.
Exactly,
I
you have that drive.
direction
Yeah.
and that drive in life now. Like I want to be a physio. I want to have my own business. I don't even know if I want to live in Perth for the rest of my life because Perth's shit.
I love Perth.
I like that.
This cunt has always said that she loves
I
Perth,
love Perth.
so much.
Could never live
and
anywhere
I
but Perth.
Don't know why. It's the one thing I would never understand.
I'm pretty well travelled, and when
Never
you travel
understand
and
it,
see other
Lateah.
places, you're like, I love where I live. I love.
So I'm the complete opposite.
Nah.
I travel and I'm like, wow.
Nah, I hate Melbourne
The difference and the experiences of other places other than home.
I'd rather
is
travel to
so
them.
much better.
I want to
No,
travel there.
I'd
I want to
rather
be
live.
there for a week, but I want
Much rather live.
I would love to travel the whole world and experience the rest of the world, but I would never live
No,
and
neither.
settle down anywhere else but Perth. I think Perth is the
So
best
homey.
place. Because it is our home, it
Yeah.
feels homey, but I think it's one of the best places
But it
just
genuinely
in general.
is.
I
It's
think
so
it's
calm.
too homey though.
Oh my god, I love it. I
think
love
it's
that you
way too
road
homey.
trip. I love, yeah.
like
We can do a whole
retirement.
nother pod on this. We can
We
do a
can.
whole nother
I
pod
think Perth,
Okay.
yeah, Perth
on
is definitely
Perth.
a-
We can
Okay.
just deep dive into
We
Perth.
shall.
We can put
Yeah.
Perth on the map.
We'll fucking pin that,
Perth on the
pin
map.
that
No
idea.
one fucking knows what Perth is.
yeah.
No one knows what Perth
Oh
is.
my god, I saw this guy on TikTok the other day that's making like a fucking joke out of like walking from New Zealand to Australia. Like most people don't know you can do this, but there's a sandbar between that and like just fucking teasing the rest of the world that don't know that that's not a fucking thing. And it's so funny. I went through all of his comments and there's people legit like tweaking out about it. They're like, oh my god, is this real? I never knew about that. But then there's fucking Australians commenting on it like, fuck, I've lived in Australia my whole life and I never knew this. I'm like,
That's
are you actual
wild.
retard? Like,
I don't know if you can say that, but
You
I
can't
don't
say
bleep that out.
I'll bleep.
Here we are
cut,
saying faggot
I'll
and
cut
cunt.
that whole bit. You can't say that. But yeah,
Let's
no.
go back
ever
to-
since I like met you, you have grown so much. Like 2 years ago, and you
Very
were
different person,
Very
hey?
different person.
Lost
You
puppy.
feel, pardon?
A lost
little
puppy.
lost
Little
puppy.
lost puppy.
You are so much more confident and comfortable with your direction now
Definitely.
in comparison to where you were 2 years ago.
Exactly.
And-
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And now actually, like, it definitely...
It's me.
She had to ruin it.
She had to ruin it. This
Yeah,
is
I had
Sam's
to
all
yawn,
about
herself.
actually.
She made it all about herself.
I had to
Every time.
yawn.
All about herself.
Had to yawn.
Bitches.
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 Yeah, no, so much growth. from
Lateah's
you,
the
Sam.
biggest bitch
And
I've met, but-
from me and Tia, we are super proud of you for,
Oh,
for
thank
getting into
you.
uni.
I do
and-
appreciate that.
And trying.
He said it.
He did say it. Oh,
She does mean
that's
it.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, 100%.
Now don't let us down.
Yeah, don't let us down.
If,
Pressure's on.
if I want to quit uni like fucking next year, I can't do it now.
No,
Can't do
no,
it
you
now.
can't.
You've got everyone.
No,
everyone
Otherwise,
I'm
we'll
too
be
invested.
vividly disappointed.
Everyone-
I'm too invested. Like
everyone
I've actually,
knows.
if I've taken hours off of work. for
Yes.
this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm invested in this
you
shit.
are invested.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
And it's really good to see that you're just diving into it.
Just want to be
Anywho,
successful.
I'm gonna redirect.
Why?
I'm gonna redirect
Why does she need to redirect?
into.
Where
Because she wants to talk about other things now.
she wants to talk about herself again.
I wanna talk about this.
She's
No,
like, these
I
guys have been
want
talking
this-
about uni for so
Exactly,
long.
you have.
That
What is
now,
that?
I
I
know
wanna
we
talk
have,
about
but now
this.
she's like,
How did you first feel when you came into my life and you found out about me having a gay best friend and the way that we would act around each other or what we would do, you know, like how did that sit with you?
I don't know. I always found it weird. And
he did.
I did find it weird at the start, but I definitely grew into it. Obviously, Sam lives in our house now.
Yeah.
And I'd say he's one of my best mates now. So I think that it was
That's actually really
Put in,
sweet.
put
That's
in a,
actually really
put in a
sweet.
full crowd.
The violin. Put in the violin.
I don't think a violin sounds like that actually.
I'm just thinking that,
Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
Can I finish the question?
Yeah,
you
no,
asked?
sorry. It's all about us, apparently. Fuck Riley.
I digress.
Oh my God, yeah. I think I've spoken maybe like 20 words in this whole potty. No, it was, to begin with, you guys would sleep in the same bed and like Tia wouldn't see me
Because we're having sleepovers.
because yeah, you guys were having sleepovers and that was just
Yeah.
such a new thing to me.
Because we were putting on a movie.
Yeah.
We were getting some food.
Yeah. And you just, you guys would sleep the whole night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You had a good old giggles.
Definitely.
Good old no.
There was a lot.
That never happens.
No.
I hope. But no, yeah, that was such a new thing for me. It took me a little while to wrap my head around that, but then I kind of got it.
Because there was a night. It was actually Australia Day. It was 2 years ago.
Probably.
Australia Day 2 years ago.
Australia Day, maybe 2022.
That night.
I don't remember it.
The one where we ended up at old mate's house, and we were fucked.
Again.
That night.
Oh,
when we had a DNA.
This night we were munted, like we were minging.
Really?
And
really,
you
guys were
minging
munted again.
Like we were fucked up.
These two, just FYI, these two together is actually such a horrible combo. Actually, add Casey to this group.
Yeah. Oh my
Such
god.
a terrible trio. So bad for each other.
If me, you, and Casey are ever getting on one with each other,
it's rest
scary.
in peace to the world.
Yeah. It's like nah. The next day, wipe it out. Because
almost the next 3 days now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you guys
it's a
are getting
3-day
too old for
recovery.
that.
I know, my liver can't keep up.
No.
Anywho, redirect.
But we had a chat about it that night when I was in a state.
Yeah.
And we like definitely cleared things up. I feel like I feel like I made you feel less awkward. I don't know, but I know I remember Lateah. You had a big chat to Riley about it. There was
I
a time.
don't really remember anything from that night.
We had a chat later on.
We had a sober chat.
Yeah, we had a sober chat.
We had a sober chat like before then, but we had a few sober chats. But I also feel like a little percentage of it also just came from jealousy that my time was being spent with you and not with him, because we were obviously in early days as well, and we were spending a lot of time together. And so on the nights when I wouldn't see him, I'd typically be seeing you. And so to Riley, I can also understand how that would have felt a little bit like she wants to see him instead of me type of thing.
Yeah.
And so that also makes a lot of sense as to like, it wasn't even just the fact of another guy sleeping in your bed. It's like, this is time that you could have been spending with me.
And you're spending it with that gay cunt. Bag, pretty much. People are going to watch this and be like, fuck, I reckon Riley and Sam fucking hate each other.
No, we don't hate each other. Not at all. I don't think it was jealousy as much. It was maybe a little bit, but it wasn't that much jealousy.
I think you were so jealous.
It was a little bit of jealousy. I remember at the time.
I think when you first met Lateah and you came into the relationship, and then you were like, fuck, she's hanging around with this other guy so much.
The other guy.
Who
takes it up the butt.
Yeah, I was like, why would you want to spend it with him? Like, what? He doesn't even like you, bro.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever it was, there was also, I was just not sure.
Then I
it's
think you
also
figured it out.
Yeah.
Then I think you finally figured it out and you were like, oh, this cunt is actually fucking gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, I'd never had like a gay friend or like hung out with anyone that was.
So that was your first experience.
It was my first experience with having a girlfriend that was so invested with another guy that wasn't straight.
That wasn't straight and had zero interest with him.
Yeah, so like for another
You
guy
don't
to
want
be.
my cooch?
No, thank you. I've seen that cooch.
You don't want to get him up or not?
No.
That is disgusting.
What?
No, thank you.
What?
No, thank you. I've seen
I
that
can't even take myself seriously. I can't.
Yeah. But after that, I figured it all out.
He did go through a motivating stage though, where he did love the titties.
A motorboating state. Sam.
He would go out, and every single time he'd go out, he'd motorboat any bitch that we walked past. Like if a girl had big toots, he was like, "Let me motorboat ya."
Yeah, oh for sure. My face would be in those tits straight away.
Yeah, only because he could.
I
feel like it was just a flex that he could.
Because you could.
And especially when
what a
we
lucky
were
guy.
like
What a
mad
lucky
friends.
guy. Imagine being.
No one else
being
could do
Sam.
that. No one else could do it. Wait, what did he say?
What a lucky guy.
What a lucky guy.
You watch yourself.
I'll watch myself.
See, I feel like
These tits are going to be in right confinement.
men
No more.
get jealous. They do. Straight men get jealous when there is a gay best friend or a gay friend of other girls and they just fuck around.
All right, he said it. I think that's it.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's where we close it. I think
I'm
that's
happy
the
to end it
closing
there.
statement.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching.
Insecure men. Nah.
No, we
Insecure
are not.
men who can't deal with their masculinity.
We are not.
Little Willy. Nah. just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Anyway.
Nah.
Anyway. Thanks for watching.
So
Hope you
we'll
enjoyed.
jump off the wines now. I think it's the wines that got us in
Peace.
this.
Peace and love.
Bye. Thank you for having me.